Marching bands. They're used for all sorts of stuff, from high school football games to Thanksgiving Day parades to the military. The military even had them back in the times of the Revolutionary War. The first known American military band was introduced in 1756. At that point, it mostly consisted of fife players. A fife was a precursor to the flute. It was played in a similar way, but instead of having buttons to cover the tone holes, they just used their fingers. The fife during this time period would have had 6 tone holes, but the fife used in the United States Army Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps have 10. They would also have snare drums, hence the name fife and drum music, but no other drums. These snares would be made primarily out of ash shells and use calfskin heads. In addition to that, they would use rope tension to hold the heads on the shells. They would also use gut snare wires made from catgut. Now, Nate, you might be asking, what was the purpose of these bands? Why would they have them carry around heavy instruments and not fight? Seems kind of counterintuitive. Well, there's a few reasons why. The first is for morale boosts. The battlefield was a dark place. Death and disease were rampant. It was cold. There was little shelter nor food. Not much going for the soldiers. The musicians would play songs for the troops, giving them a little hope or at least a more enjoyable day. The other reason is for communication. The musicians would be taught songs that meant to perform an action. Then the soldiers would be taught to recognize the songs and perform the action it symbolized. Songs like Reveille are still widely known today as wake-up calls and other things of the sort. As a musician, I find the fact that I could have done something useful in the Revolutionary War to be awesome. Knowing that instead of fighting as a soldier, I could have just played music is really cool for me. So remember, the next time you see a marching band play at a football game or in a parade, remember that those musicians are following the footsteps of the musicians of the Revolutionary War.